Hi guys, welcome back. So off the back of the success of my latest YouTube video and the viral reel on Instagram that made this all happen, I wanted to share with you my first interaction with Lynk and his mother since we crossed paths on the mountain, a very serendipitous moment where everything was aligned, and thanks to him, the missing Lynk, it blew up all my social media. The reaction globally has been unreal. What you guys don't know is I only on the piece of paper gave him my YouTube name. There was no exchange of numbers or contacts, nothing like that. Little did we know where this would take us, that very quick, small interaction. And so about 3 weeks after the video went viral, his mum found the video. And so she reached out to me. We teed up a FaceTime so that we could just laugh and talk and discuss what the hell has happened in the 3 weeks since it went viral. I wanted to just share the raw, unedited 1 hour phone call that we had so you guys can see it for yourself and see how positively it has affected both Lynk and his mum, and how they really do preach that it costs nothing to be kind, and look how far it takes you. Be kind when you think no one's watching. Be kind all the ways, because you just never know what door it's going to open. So I hope you enjoy. It's quite a simple, it's not an edit, it's just a simple interaction between what was once two strangers.
Hi.
Oh my god!
How are you?
I'm so good. This is so surreal.
It is. It's surprising. I can't even explain it. Like, when I got sent the video by my dad, who does not have Instagram, he's like, my friend sent me this. He goes, that's really Lynk, isn't it? I went, hey, yeah, it is.
Oh, do you know,
And
so,
then I went,
yeah.
sorry, keep going.
I was going to ask how the hell it got to you.
Yeah, I got it sent to me from my dad, who has no social media whatsoever.
That's so
his
good.
His friend was going through Instagram, and it came up on his reel, and he's like, that looks like Lynk. And he's like, heard him talk, he's like, that is Lynk, and sent it to my dad, and he sent it to me, and he's like, apparently, like, Lynk's like blowing up or something. I don't know what that means.
That is an understatement. So when did you find out about the video?
The day that I messaged you, because I ended up, I read 1 or 2 comments that said, yeah, we're like trying to find her, and I messaged you, and I just said, like, hey, thanks so much, because like I started reading the comments, I'm like, this is going to be really good for Lynk to see that it doesn't matter where you are, being kind. Like, it's either someone's always watching, or you're going to have an impact on someone, and you just, like, you don't know.
Like,
and he, like,
you honestly...
He's a pet to any one person, and I don't want to stop him doing that, but I want him to, you know, like, connect with people.
Yeah, it's I can't even begin to explain to you. Like, I can't wait for you to watch the vlog, just so I can give you some context, because you guys obviously have had a couple of days of just like, what the hell? I've had 20 days. I calculated last night that it's been 20 days since I first met you, Lynk. And when I say it has been the wildest 20 days, my end. So I, at the beginning of the year, before I only came to Australia for 3 months, just short of 3 months. And when I arrived, it was to give my art space to breathe, because when I'm here in England, I do multiple jobs, but I wanted to just focus on the art, which has been my company for about 4 years. But more importantly, I wanted to focus on the social media element, because my business does well in real life, but I wanted to explore the online world. So I asked a marketing friend. So this Lynk has literally been the missing link. He was the final piece to the jigsaw for like a 4-month project. So to you guys, it's wild, or because you only know the tip of the iceberg. But if I explain the whole thing, I think you'll realise. And I've got people around the world wanting to ask you questions as well. So we'll get there. So I wanted to, when I came to Australia, the guy I lived with, who was the guy on the mountain with me, he's one of my oldest friends, and he's Australian. And I said, right, we need to build the exposure for the Idol Biro. And a marketing friend of mine here in England was like, reaction videos. The whole plan was not to educate anyone and not to, you know, in my bikini be showing off the work.
It was just to be seen and see the people who want to interact with the art.
Just do it like organically, authentically.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous doing it, but I documented it long before I met Lynk. I was like, I make a YouTube on how to go viral as an artist. In my head, it could have been a 4-year-long project. It could have been a year-long. I wasn't sure when I was going to go viral. Little did I know it would happen 2 months later. So I documented it all. And what makes it even wilder is, I said it to you, Lynk, you were the first person. I was still setting up and you started speaking to me, and I was like, oh, I'm really nervous. And you were like, it's really good. And so that happened. And then I went back up the mountain a week later and drew. At this point, I haven't gone viral, but I went on my own because I felt, because of interactions like yours, I felt really confident. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do it on my own. And then it was a few days after that I'd edited the footage and started posting. And that one, the night before, a different one did quite well, which you feature in it, but I featured everyone's reactions. So I was like, okay, clearly this is what people like to see. Why don't I just take one interaction and just focus on that one? So I was like, easy, because I spoke to you on the way up and on the way down, and you were the first. It was just an obvious. I'd had no idea this would come from it. When I say I posted it at 7 a.m, I made my coffee and I check, and basically by lunchtime that day, it hit 15,000 views, which I'm throwing the dog in the air, I'm dancing on the kit. In my head, that was viral. So it's funny now. Do you know this morning it's hit 17 million? Well, morning for me.
I went and had a look at that link. You were like, oh, this other page shared it. And I'm like, Link, 1.7 million people have seen you talking to this lady and just being you, and they love it.
Yeah, it's funny that the art page has gone viral and there's no art in it.
I love that everyone's like, where's the link to your YouTube? I'm surprised you...
Link, how?
I'm surprised you... Oh.
No, say.
I'm surprised YouTube itself was on Instagram.
There were so many moments. There were so many moments where my heart...
And I'm like, no, it's got the blue tick. I'm like, that's actually YouTube. I'm like, well, like, they quoted you.
Like, do you know, there were so many moments so those 4 days afterwards, like, my dopamine was spiking, then I was exhausted, and it was spiking, and I was saying to my friends, like, I'm not a big drinker. We were drinking every night. We were like, ah! And all of us were like, we have to. So the next mission was #find Lynk. Because we were like, how the hell has no one, like, in his school seen this and been like, isn't that Lynk? Like, we just couldn't comprehend. I hadn't reached him.
His social media, so he only really gets to watch YouTube, which is why he was saying, what's your YouTube? I'll subscribe you, and he likes watching the shorts and stuff. But when I was telling him that we were going to have this talk, he's like, can I show her all my drawings? But he forgot to bring them at the moment.
Don't worry.
He loves drawing as well, which is why it captured his eye. And I like that you're showing both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
It's not just you drawing, you're showing how other people are responding to it.
Yeah.
And that is encouraging more people to come and watch it. Like I said, the link, it's like a conga line now. Yeah,
it's such a, like, I received this message from this lady, and I've had a few of them where they've just been like, oh, I really don't like social media, it's really negative, I was about to delete it, and then I saw your video and it's restored my faith in people. Or like, I've had so many people be like, oh wow, just so many people commenting on like Lynk yourself, like your confidence, your manners though, the way you spoke to me, but then also people recognizing like what a lovely mum. And I know like I've had not one negative, yeah, you get the odd person who likes to do a challenging comment, but not one negative comment. And
we
also
sat down and read through them, and I was saying to Lynk, like, look at all these people. So look at how that's spelt. Like, that's not here in Australia, that's over in America. Like, other people are seeing it. I was surprised that people commented on my parenting. I was like,
loads.
oh my God, like,
loads.
So it was, given how I feel as a single mum, you don't always feel like you're doing the best job. And to read that with my son and so many people commenting on just how amazing he was to just stop and talk to you and want to follow you, like, it just, it's a roundhouse. It's been a really good feeling for us too, but we're so impressed with what it's done for you.
Oh,
like when you were saying you had 1,600 followers and you're like, oh, and then it's at what it is now, and I had a look, I'm like, oh my God, that's like 24.3 thousand now.
25 today. It's just, so that's, do you know what?
Amazing.
Yeah, so firstly, none of them have translated to like sales or anything like that. These are all just people who just loved the interaction and then just love watching the art. And do you know what? That was the goal. I never sat there saying, I want it to blow up into this. No, I was very specific with, I just wanted the exposure in the digital world, and I'm gaining that, and that's amazing. The bit I didn't expect, which again, it's like magic. Lynk, had you not mentioned YouTube, my YouTube would not have done anything. And all I've wanted to do is, because I used to be a filmmaker, but I was good, but I wasn't good enough to like make enough money in it to keep it as a job. But it was also always something like I loved doing. You know, you need 1,000 subscribers to start monetizing your channel. And because of you...
Well, I didn't know that.
Look, it starts at pennies, but I now can monetize it. And so because of you...
Worldwide.
Yeah, because of you, yesterday I hit 1,000.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
But like, had you not mentioned YouTube, how mental is that, Lynk? If you had not mentioned YouTube, that wouldn't have happened. So that's so first and foremost, on the
people heard you.
Yeah, on the topic of YouTube, I have thousands of people wanting to know what your YouTube is, and is it a private one, or do you put your art on there? Can I share it?
So Lynk has an account, but he hasn't started sharing anything. But I did start speaking with my family about it tonight, that maybe, because he likes online gaming too, so...
I have some gamers following me now.
After this, I'm tempted to let him start posting some videos about some of his online gaming, because of the positive reaction it can have, just for his own self-esteem, not trying to be anyone else. Like, there's been recognition there.
Yeah.
And while it comes with bad things as well, like, he can choose to not read them, and just, you know, it doesn't matter if he's clicking with people right in front of him or not. He's clicking with people all over the world, and that's what I want him to understand.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you don't have to like who's around you here. You know, there's other people out there, and I think,
do you know,
let him start.
So I think firstly, obviously, Lynk, having your mum monitor it is the best thing, because, like, truthfully, I've been doing social media for a while. I was actually shocked. The thing that really surprised me was that there was no negative comments. Like, even on a video that pure and that innocent, you will always get a handful of people who just do it because sometimes people write stuff controversially because they want people to come onto their page. It builds their traffic. So they'll purposely write things, not because they even want to offend you, they just want the attention. You'll get bots as well. So there's also, and it's really harmful, you'll get like electronic accounts that write controversial stuff to keep the activity on their platform.
Yeah.
So, but then also you just get some really ugly people. I have one troll in particular who I did this competition in Australia, in Las Vegas, America, and this person just trolled everything I posted. When I lost my match, I'm assuming it's a she, I don't know why, but I don't know, I have a vibe. And
jealousy maybe.
yeah, and just
she got the strength to do something she didn't.
Yeah, but before I'd even posted that I'd lost, this person knew and immediately was laughing at my loss, which in that moment it did bother me, but like that's one person versus
that's right.
Just accept that is a thing people do and they're shitty for it. However, I think if it's something you do want to move into, you have people waiting to follow your channel. So
I think he's been ready for a while. I was a bit dubious because he's only 10.
Yeah.
And just letting him find what he was into first, I think, was more important than him going into it wanting followers. I wanted him to go into it because there was something he had that he wanted to share.
Yeah.
So it's like I wanted it to be for the right reasons. And seeing how he's responded, even to all this attention, it hasn't really gone to his head. He was like, he's more excited. He was wriggling around, not able to sit still when you were getting ready to call.
Sorry.
But outside of that, he's just continued on. And I thought that was a really mature response. He's not constantly wanting to read all the comments and rewatch it. He's just happy knowing that, you've got that much more exposure. People are seeing his personality and liking it far and wide. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to look into, especially considering how everyone's responded to him.
It's like how Lynk, you're like wriggling around now. I was like that for like a good 4 or 5 days, where I just was like, how can I train regularly. I train at least once a day. And I couldn't even go exercise because I had so much like ants in my pants. I was like, how am I supposed to put my phone in my pocket and go do something for 40 minutes? So it is finding the sweet spot between enjoying the superficial validation that you've worked for, but also I kept saying I'm not religious, but like whether it's universe, God, whatever, I kept saying like, God's watching. What am I going to do now? Am I going to sit there and just lap it up and ignore all my responsibilities? Or am I going to still do my responsibilities, but I'm still allowed to, in between, get excited over these little wins?
I really appreciate that you did put the video out there.
Good.
I would like to ask, though, can you just keep his name with the Y?
Right, so I wasn't sure, because before I posted it, I Googled, I was like, Australian boy's name Lynk, and it was Lynk. So it keeps him a little bit anonymous.
Yeah, he was literally named after like a chain link, and it's not Lincoln or anything. It's just Link. Because
people were saying after Zelda, or there's some.
Yeah. So I had no idea Zelda was even a game until I had Link, and everyone's like, "Oh, so you really like Zelda?" I'm like, "I don't even know what the hell you're on about." I'm like, "I like metal. I'm a metal worker. I like chain links. He brings things together." And
but no, that's wild. That is wild.
Oh, we all thought it was Zelda, and then Link's like, "Oh, I know what that is, Mum," and he explained it to me.
So Zelda's the princess and Link is the character you play as.
Yeah.
And you've been asleep.
Hero.
Yeah, so the character you play as is named Link. He's an elf, and you've been asleep for 100 years after saving the princess. Once again, the princess name is Zelda.
So we did see in the comments a couple of people saying Link being the hero come to rescue the princess's confidence, and I was like, oh, right, I get it because of how the game works now. And I thought it was such a good play on words.
But you know, some people were saying about...
keep it that way.
Yeah, but also some people were also saying linking people together.
Yeah, and he has been the butt of many jokes, being called the missing link before, but he really does bring a lot of people together.
Oh, this is wild.
He will talk to anyone, and he will have the greatest conversation you will ever have with them. And then he's just, I don't want to diminish that in him. I like the little interactions he has with other people. You know, he was with me. I could see what he was doing, and there was nothing harmful going on. So why not let him? You know, potentially change someone's day.
Do you know as well, I know you saw, it's so annoying because there was one comment that was relatively recent, so it was quite high up, and it was someone being like, the mum didn't acknowledge it or something. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know, I did
see it.
You did?
I just went, it's not my interaction.
But also, I'm such a big believer in everything happens exactly as it's meant to. Had you interacted more, it would have lost what me and Lynk's like moments. So I'm so glad. I was like, no. I'm glad she didn't stop.
And I think I actually commented back and I said that was his interaction. It's not my place. I said thank you to the compliment I received.
Yeah.
And kept going. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, no, on the way back down, I did actually stop. And I said a couple of words with you. And we continued on. But Lynk was flying down that hill. And he really wanted to go and talk to you again. I went, yeah, that's fine.
I know.
Like, I'll roll down that hill soon.
It's so pure as well because I actually clocked him first and I was like excited. I was like, hey. Oh, just so cool.
I was excited to meet my first YouTuber. It's the first YouTuber I've ever met in person.
Instagram number.
No, but do you know?
On YouTube, it's blowing up.
The funny part is you were excited to meet a YouTuber, but you've made me a YouTuber. I was not.
Wasn't before that.
I wanted to be.
I said to him, I was like, this lady is wanting to talk. I said, you better make sure you actually did subscribe. He goes, yeah, I did. I'm like, what's her name? Well, and I went and had a look. I was like, oh, there's been nothing for like 3 years. I'm like, how did YouTube comment on? I'm like, I was just baffled. I'm like, maybe it's because I'm autistic. I'm just not seeing something. And I was like, oh, and I started reading through the comments. I was like, the second she puts something on that, it is going to go wild again.
So it's the vlog, and when I say it's looking so cool, but I delayed it because I wanted to talk to you, and I'll chop this up into something maybe just like 20-30 seconds long, and I wanted to put it at the very end because everyone wants to know if I found you. Everyone's like, where's Lynk? And they'll...
so much.
No, thank you. I have, I do actually have some questions for Lynk. One for you as well, actually. So I'm sorry. So is it Christy or Kirsten?
Oh, sorry, I'm Kirsten. I prefer Kirsty.
Kirsty. Okay. I love that I'm very familiar with Lynk's name. Everyone knows Lynk.
How do we pronounce yours?
So like the Chronicles of Narnia, but with a P. Parnia.
Parnia. Okay. So we're right.
Yeah, don't worry. No, at least you are. Some people just try to wing it and they're like, Farina? And I'm like, no. So Lynk.
I'll let you take the stage, Lynk.
You came up with piranha.
No,
I get piranha a lot.
And I'm like, I'm misreading it.
So Lynk, first and foremost, I have some followers before you made me viral who I've never met, but I've formed really great relationships with through social media. That's what's really beautiful about having a page which isn't anything but art. You connect with really like-minded people. One of them is, do you know McVitie's, the brand of biscuit?
No, but we do like biscuits.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I have a lady who works really high up in marketing, and she specifically asked what your favourite biscuit is.
Ooh.
Now, bear in mind, McVitie's do everything. So you can get like hobnobs, you can get bonbons, you can get custard creams, you can get ginger snaps.
Why don't you surprise me? Because you've not tried many things outside of Australian culture. So if you ask to be surprised, you never know. You could be pleasantly surprised.
You want to make... Okay, so I might need to get...
I don't know what to ask for.
You might need to send me your address, text me your address as well, so we can
I can do that.
get a little something sent over. Okay, so someone has asked what your favourite animal is and why.
Ooh, I would go dingo.
A dingo. Okay, a lot of people in the world will not know what a dingo is. Explain it to us.
So dingoes live on Fraser Island, which is basically our last name. It's basically a spirit animal because it's on our island. So Fraser Island is in Australia. It has our my pop's last name.
Sorry, we come from a Scottish family, and we're from the Fraser clan, which is most famously portrayed in Outlander. So when he sees Fraser Island, he always references it back to our family, which still live over there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that. So someone from Cape Town in South Africa has asked, what are you most passionate about? Okay, outside of school, what do you like spending your time doing?
I like doing soccer, drawing, and if I do get the time, playing my game while screen recording, because I know I won't be able to post them on YouTube, so I just screen record for myself to watch for the future.
What gaming?
I go with robots and stuff like that.
What are the names of them?
So my favourite one is Mech Arena.
Okay.
So you get robots, and you get the more you buy, the better you get, and you get to choose. But the other team has robots too. You're gonna battle in this arena. So you get 5 slots for 5 robots. If you die 5 times, then you have to spectate because all your robots are broken. So, but when you go back to lobby, all your robots are repaired and stuff like that.
The better you get, do you get a more advanced robots?
Yeah, so you have to buy more stuff to get to the next level to buy better robots.
Do you buy it with real money, or do you save money through the tournaments you win?
Yeah, you can get them through tournaments, but you get them through these surprise blind boxes. And you get them, and you get coins, and you spend those coins on weapons and robots. The more you get, so I'm at advanced 11, I need to get to advanced 24 to go on to the next slot of robots.
How long will that take you, do you reckon, of gaming?
That will take a while because they're really expensive and it's hard to get those coins.
You know, that what you're explaining reminds me of this English TV show. We don't air it anymore. Oh my God, I need to find the name of it. I'm going to find the name of it and I'm going to send it to you. It literally is what you've explained to me, but in real life. So people, as a hobby, build these miniature robots and then they go into this physical arena and they've got to fight each other. And some of them have like hammers with like claws, so you smash up the other robots. It's small and it's all controlled by a remote, but it's in real life. And then you basically advance and you basically want to be the strongest robot that doesn't die in the arena.
I think it's called Robot Wars.
That is, how do you know it? That's an English show. Of course.
I like to build things and automate things, so he gets to watch how machinery and things are built a lot and practice welding and fabricating things when he isn't playing his phone and wants to join me in the shed.
That is so cool. So cool. Oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense. You should have applied to this show, both of you as a team.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit, I get stage fright.
Well, then you've got Lynk for that.
Yeah.
Stagey?
Yeah.
Well, this is what we were discussing.
We've just proven that Lynk is the person to bring out the confidence.
It is. He is.
So someone has asked, what would you like to do when you're older?
I'll be flying a drone, maybe, depending if I still have any.
It's a job or for fun?
For fun, I'll be like one of those, you know the drone... Wait, do you watch YouTube?
Is it FVP? Is that what they're called?
I don't know the YouTuber, but he does these stunts. Like, he flies his drone, and it's like you doing it first person. And he flies his drone through these abandoned warehouses, and it gets really stressful when he nearly hits the wall.
I watched some of the footage when they do the really cool travel stuff, like through Iceland. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Oh, I see you doing that. That suits you.
Or I'll be a Formula One race driver, or I'll just be a famous soccer player.
Famous, love it.
He'll just be better than Beckham. He's got to aim high.
Well, that's it. Aim high, because then wherever you fall will still be pretty bloody professional.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I'm older, I will also be a YouTuber.
Do you know what? I was going to say, if I could, I don't have really many regrets in my life, but if anything, I wish I'd have done YouTube sooner. I obviously can't speak on behalf of what it might have done to my mental health, or, you know, what content would have attracted what. Knowing what I know now, I definitely am approaching it with a better headspace, but for the sake of, like, you know, pick your thing you want to do. So is it going to be gaming? Is it going to be helping your mum in the shed? Like, put it all, like mine, Life of Panya. It's just missions I go on. Pick your thing and just post and build the platform of people who are into what you're doing, because it opens so many doors down the line where, you know, okay, hypothetically, you don't have the money for the top of the, like, state-of-the-art drone. Cool, but because you have a big following, you can reach out to them and they'll send you one. It's things like that where, you know, I always get annoyed because famous people get everything for free. And I'm like, that makes no sense, because they're the ones who make the most money. Like, but...
Well, you're famous.
No, I'm not, but you have helped me build exposure in the right areas. And so... yeah, with all those dreams you have, like, you can do any of them. You can literally do any of them if you really want to, you know?
And now you know people will respond to you positively.
If you, but if you just continue to be yourself, it's when you're not in alignment with who you truly are, and you start being someone you think they want to be or who you think you should be, that's where it gets a bit of a grey area. If you are always yourself, even if you do get a negative person, it doesn't bother you, because you're really sure of who you are and you're happy with who you are and what you're putting out there, which I have so much faith in you to do. Someone has asked, for the mum, how did you raise such a confident and outgoing but sweet boy?
I've got no idea. I think most of it is just his beautiful personality, and learning from my own upbringing. As you were just saying to him, it's about being who you are authentically, not who you've tried to be to please people. And I learnt when he was really younger that I couldn't put him through that, expecting him to adapt to me, and I needed to learn to adapt to him and let him be who he's going to be. Like, I'm not a gamer. I can barely sit and watch a movie without getting up 5 times. So letting him go down that path when I really know nothing about it was really scary. But I guess the bigger thought, the overarching thought, constantly loomed over me. It's not for you to control what he likes or what he does, and if I just encourage him to do what he's already doing, he's going to find what he likes and find that niche, and it doesn't have to be the same as my likes. I've just got to make sure that I'm supporting him, and that's it. Like, you know, obviously being a bit of a keep things in check. But yeah, definitely not being a helicopter mum, and letting him breathe and be who he is, and being proud of the differences.
Yeah.
But, like, all the things that make him different, and it's beautiful, and especially seeing the reaction to him. As I said, as a single mum, there's a lot of doubt about if you're doing things right, how other people are going to perceive your parenting. And, you know, while it's been a tough 10 years, you know, this is just more validation that doing it authentically is having the right outcome that I wanted it to have for him. And I know when I do things that's in alignment with me, all the friction slips away and you can start running. And I'm feeling like the friction's falling from him already, whatever friction there was, and it feels like for him, it's the right time to let him start getting into YouTube and stuff, but let him run it. Yeah. And obviously just help him manage it and stuff like that. So just let him be him. That's it. Other than that, I'm winging it like every other mother.
Yeah, true. So with all of that, I obviously Lynk moving forwards. There's a couple of things. One, if YouTube is any social media that you want to move into, I am at your disposal if you need, even if it's just help with anything behind the doors. Like, so if you want to create a cool thumbnail for your YouTube, I'm still learning YouTube. I'm learning how to post where I can get, there's so much stuff behind closed doors, like the hashtags, the SEO, the keywords, these things. If you need help with that stuff, I will happily help you wherever, so that you can, just so you can, like, it's the least I can do.
Thank you. We would really appreciate your help, because I said I watch YouTube, I don't post. So,
but do you know what that makes you?
Any guidance.
That's my argument. So I never studied any of it. It's just I wanted to be good at it, and my argument is my leading strength and skill here is that I absorb social media a lot, so I know I am my best customer. So Lynk, as someone, and yourself as someone who consumes it, you'll know, right, this is what we have to make because it's what I would watch. Lynk, I have one more thing for you.
Yeah?
I promised this the moment I hit 15,000 views, and obviously we're at 17 million now, you know. Oh, look at us, Lynk. Who'd have thought?
Amazing. I'm so happy for you.
So, Lynk, my promise to the boy I wasn't sure when or how I would find was you get any art piece of your choice. Anything you want. I'm going to say any size, but please can I cap it? At an A0.
He's speechless.
So you don't have to say what it is now. You can give it some thoughts. I'm back in Australia in October, so I'll draw it before I come out, and then I would love to come meet you and give it to you. Oh, we already have an idea.
Can I ask a question?
But on one sec, because I can hear someone else who wants to meet you. 1 sec.
Oh, it's just an animal.
Come on. This is Master Higgins.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
Hello.
He is gorgeous.
He's a beautiful little pup.
Nice to meet you, Master Higgins.
Yes, you have to call him Master Higgins. What was your question or request?
Yeah.
So what day are you going to come on October?
Oh no, is it your birthday?
8th of October.
Oh, you're gonna have
Or the
to.
8th.
The 8th? Are you a Libra?
I don't know. 8th of October.
I think he is.
2014.
I'm a Libra.
How's that for magic?
I know, Libras, we're the coolest. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kirsty, we're the coolest. Christy.
I think I'm a Virgo, I'm fine.
Ah! So Virgos, I actually identify as a Virgo.
So my dad was born on the 4th of September and I was born on the 5th.
And so my brother's the 3rd and I'm the 27th of September.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
And then on the 8th of October.
Yeah.
Libra King.
Awesome.
Oh, well, I haven't booked the flights yet. I have a wedding on my birthday, not mine, obviously. And then after, I was just staying for the wedding and then I come out. So maybe we'll have to just make it in time for your birthday.
We'll just have to go for a drink every time you're in Australia. We'll just have to go celebrate with you.
Oh, this could be the beginning of something.
We'll do like a sip and paint roaring out and push.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sip on the lemonades,
You can
Lynk.
drink water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Like,
cheeks
lemonade, there
hurt.
we go.
My cheeks
So I
hurt.
think that'd be fantastic to stay in contact.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We have to see where this goes. So I'm going to finish editing the YouTube. It's been a very exhausting few days because I've got artwork I have to do. And then this has been like, every time this whole journey settles in my mind, something comes. So the other morning, you messaged me at night and you were like, "Hi, it's Lynk's mum. You know you're not the first person to claim to be Lynk's mum."
Oh, really?
So people are like, yeah.
I didn't know if that was going to be the case. So when you asked, I was like, I'll take a photo so she knows. But yeah, I didn't automatically assume people would do that. But it makes sense knowing that some kind of people are out there.
But it's also that thing of they want to get the traffic to their page, so they'll comment being like, "My son's so happy," and so people are like, "This is Lynk's mum," and so when you messaged, you were so chill about it, and I was like, nah, I didn't believe it was you, because I was like, if I saw that my kid is all over the internet completely like without any warning, I'd be like, ah! So I was like, prove it. Prove it.
That reaction, but when I watched it and like given how it was given to me, I was like, that's amazing. Like I didn't even think twice about it, and then I'm like, I can see why other people might have that reaction, but like we're a different kettle of fish.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I looked at your profile and then I went back to the GoPro footage of you. And I was like, because I never actually really looked at you. It was Lynk I was talking to, but Lynk's got the hat on.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
even with the footage of Lynk, I was like, would I actually know if I saw Lynk? Like, as soon as I saw the picture, Lynk, it's your mouth. You have a very distinct, like, I draw faces, so I know features well. It was your smile. As soon as I saw your smile, I was like, I found Lynk! I got him!
Yeah, and it only took 3 weeks. I'm surprised given I have Instagram. I don't go on it, and getting it from my dad was like the least expected avenue whatsoever.
So cool.
So cool. Like, and then, and yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm so happy, like, that you found me. I didn't really find you. I'm so happy you reached out. I'm so happy we've got to have this conversation. All of it.
I really appreciate you posting Lynk everywhere. I think it's been great for your confidence, and I'm great that, you know, it has had a positive effect for you. That's amazing.
Really.
Absolutely amazing.
Honestly, like, firstly, like, thank you. And I can't wait for you to watch the YouTube to see, like, I've been for so many, do you know, last year, and it sounds so not arrogant, but last year I did this I did this challenge, this online challenge, and it was you have to post a reel every single day for 30 days. And 2 of my friends did it, they went viral. But when I say viral, one of them hit 1 million views, someone else just built a good few followers off it.
Oh, so you smashed it out the park.
Oh, but no, but I did the reel a day for 30 days, nothing. And then I thought, well, I'm on a roll, and at the time I was doing this huge exhibition, so I had content to make, and I quite got into it. And I kept saying to myself, Panya, one of them's going to go viral. One of them's going to go viral. Just keep going. I made it to 100 days and nothing went viral. And I was like, well, I said to myself, do you know what? It's okay, because when I do, not if I do, when I do, whether that's next year or in 10 years, I'm going to have a catalogue of amazing footage so that when people come to my page, they realise this girl's legit. She's been doing it a while. And she's been doing it for the love. She's not just like
portfolio.
Exactly. And so so for that reason, that's so beautiful. And then to do something that I was nervous to do, I didn't really want to do it. That's why I dragged my friend the first time, because I was just like, people can be so mean. I just can't be arsed with it. And to have Lynk, the person who links everyone, be my first interaction, and that's the one that blew up. And thanks to that now, all those videos in the past are eventually getting recognition. I had so many people in the past say to me, how has your page not been recognised yet? And I just said, I don't know, but it will. I just kept saying, like a blind faith,
right
it
time,
will.
Right place.
101 days and it happened.
Oh my God. Yeah, do you know what? And it's this whole thing of like, honestly, I know you guys are really grateful, which sounds crazy.
More subscriber.
Put it on my tombstone. Put it on my tombstone. Do you know what? Like, it's been like a bit of a joke in the house where it's like, what would Lynk do? Like, what would Lynk do? Lynk wouldn't be like that. Or if I'm like get angry about something, Lynk wouldn't be proud. It's just been like a joke in our household, just like using Lynk as this positive like mantra. So you guys are grateful, but you need to know it doesn't even scratch the surface on like my gratitude to you guys, to you Lynk, for you could have just walked past and thought it looked good, but the fact that you stopped and you said something, which I'm all about that, I love that, and the fact that you created Lynk is I'm very grateful for.
Well, thank you, and thank you for showing the world just, you know, being kind isn't dead.
Yes, yes, so true.
That's, yeah, thank you very much for that, because, yeah, there's not enough of those videos around that, you know, that as much as social media can destroy our self-confidence, it can also really uplift it. And,
yeah,
you know, I'm really thankful that you gave Lynk that experience. Like that is going to be lifelong. Like,
what a cool story. What a cool story.